In Cumberland, a suburb in the northeast corner of Rhode Island, is partially home to one of history's bloodiest battles, the King Philip's War. A battle between local New England tribes and the English. A war known to be more brutal than America's Civil War, the battle was brought on by the colonists' thirst to acquire more land from the Wampanoag tribe.
Deep in the woods on this land stands a monument known as 9 Men's Misery. In March 1676, Captain Michael Pierce and some of his troops were lured by the Native Americans to an area along the Blackstone River. While there, the English were ambushed, killing Captain Pierce and all but 9 of his men. The remaining 9 troops ran through the woods with the Native Americans in pursuit and were soon captured. They were tortured relentlessly and executed where the monument stands to this day. The remains of those 9 troops were buried on the spot where they were found the next day by the military personnel in what is now known as 9 Men's Misery.
The bodies were dug up over the years by curious New Englanders, and in 1790 bones were found and positively identified belonging to Benjamin Buckland, one of the 9 men. Benjamin Buckland is known to be one of the first giants on record, standing over 7 feet tall and containing 2 rows of teeth. Strange cries and odd screams have been reported near the monument to the point of police coming out to investigate. Some believe the disturbance of their final resting place causes the souls of these men to cry out near the gravesite.
The Battle of King Philip's War raged between 1675 and 1676 in areas around Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Maine. It was considered to be the deadliest war in the history of European settlement in North America in regards to the population. In the short span of 12 months, 12 of the region's towns were destroyed and countless others severely damaged. Plymouth and Rhode Island were all but ruined and their population decimated, losing 1/10 of all men available for military service. More than 1,000 colonists and 3,000 Native Americans were killed.
Many people have seen visions of phantom horses galloping through the woods, and an unknown voice of a girl can be heard coming from the woods. Gunshots and sounds of battle have also been reported on this land. With such destruction and loss, it is no surprise that this residual energy still lingers to this day.
King Philip's War finally ended on August 28, 1676, when Captain Benjamin Church captured Anawan, a Native American war chief. Chief Anawan was tracked down by Captain Church at this site and surrendered with the promise that he would not be executed. But unfortunately for Chief Anawan, the colonists did not keep their word, and Anawan was beheaded, and his decapitated head was displayed on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts, for several years after the war. The site of his capture is now known as Anawan Rock, and is a historical landmark in Rehoboth, Massachusetts.
Anawan Rock has a long history of hauntings, including reports of phantom campfires, and voices are heard in the woods screaming out Ayatash, which translates to fight on in Native American dialect.
The war took its toll on the area. However, the colonists repaired all of the damage, rebuilt the destroyed towns, and continued to establish new towns within a few years. In August of 1900, over 200 years after the King Philip's War, the land with which Nine Men's Misery Monument sits was purchased by a group of Trappist monks. They moved from Nova Scotia, where a fire destroyed their compound, and looked to relocate elsewhere. This monastery ran without issue until 1950, when a terrible fire destroyed the guest house and most of their church. All of the 140 monks were able to escape, some having to drop 20 feet from the windows. While there were no casualties during the fire, the estimated damages were said to be over $2 million. After the fire, the monks decided to move on elsewhere, taking their belongings and even the dead bodies of monks who were previously buried on the land.
Currently, the monastery is home to the Cumberland Public Library. This library is part of the original monastery, preserving a part of history for everyone to see. This library and the land around it has had its share of hauntings as well. It has been reported that the sinks in the women's bathrooms turn on and off by themselves, and workers have reported seeing shadows and hearing ghostly voices, as well as doors slamming randomly. From bloody wars to the painful loss of life and a community rebuilding,
To a place of worship and now a place to learn about its past.
this land is truly historic and a must-visit in the New England area.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to explore New England.